When the Western Roman Empire fell, the Eastern territories endured, carrying forward the legacy of Rome for centuries to come. Rising on the Bosporus, Constantinople became a beacon of power, culture, and faith, destined to outlast empires.
The Byzantine Empire preserved Roman law and order, blending it with Greek culture to create something uniquely enduring.
Merchants and scholars filled its streets, exchanging goods, ideas, and knowledge that would shape civilizations.
Its walls were legendary, towering over invaders, a fortress that would be tested for centuries.
Disciplined soldiers manned these defenses, prepared to defend the city with unwavering loyalty and courage.
The empire's navy ruled the seas, protecting trade routes, repelling invaders, and asserting Byzantine dominance. Emperors were symbols of divine authority, commanding respect and fear throughout the empire. Through painstaking effort, scholars preserved the wisdom of the ancient world, safeguarding it for future generations. Art and faith flourished together, with mosaics and icons capturing devotion and storytelling in vibrant detail. Yet the empire faced relentless challenges, from devastating plagues to social upheaval, testing its resilience.
Constant wars demanded constant vigilance, as enemies sought to exploit any weakness. Inside the palace, schemes and power struggles shaped the empire as much as battles on the field.
In the 15th century, a new and relentless threat emerged, challenging the empire like never before.
The Ottomans brought new weapons and tactics, breaching walls that had stood for centuries.
In the end, the defenders fought valiantly, but even courage could not stop the tide of conquest. Artillery rained down, battering stone walls and shattering the defenses that once seemed invincible.
Constantinople burned, its streets filled with smoke, fire, and the despair of a fallen empire. Even in ruin, the empire's architectural masterpieces, like Hagia Sophia, stood as symbols of faith and artistry.
Treasures and relics from a bygone era reveal the empire's wealth, innovation, and enduring cultural influence.
The emperors wielded power both political and spiritually, ruling with a divine mandate that shaped the world around them. Their discipline and strategy allowed the empire to survive countless invasions over centuries, a testament to military ingenuity. Justinian's reign brought law and architecture to new heights, leaving a legacy that still resonates today. Entertainment and politics intertwined, as chariot races reflected the passions and rivalries of the city's citizens. Sea battles decided the fate of empires, with the Byzantine navy often outnumbered but never outmatched in strategy. Intellectual life thrived alongside military might, shaping philosophy, science, and religion for generations. Faith was woven into every aspect of Byzantine life, guiding rulers and citizens alike through turbulent times.
As a hub of trade, the empire connected east and west, fueling commerce, culture, and prosperity.
Religious disputes sometimes turned violent, leaving scars on the empire's spiritual and cultural fabric. Despite turmoil, knowledge endured, preserved in the meticulous hands of dedicated scribes. Through centuries of change, Constantinople remained a jewel of the medieval world, admired and feared alike. The empire's cavalry was legendary, striking fear into foes and turning the tide of countless battles. Merchants brought spices, silks, and stories from distant lands, enriching the city's life and culture. The city's lifeblood flowed through its ports, where merchants, sailors, and diplomats converged each day. From swords to crossbows, the empire's soldiers were equipped to defend their home against relentless foes. Even amidst danger, citizens celebrated life, honoring traditions and religious holidays with fervor. By the 15th century, the empire faced modernized armies and new technology that challenged its old defenses.
The city bore the scars of repeated assaults, a symbol of endurance and resilience. Life continued despite devastation, as citizens worked tirelessly to restore what had been lost.
Even in adversity, architecture inspired awe, reflecting the empire's devotion.
Knowledge was a weapon, preserving wisdom that would shape Europe long after the empire's fall.
Skill and discipline kept the empire's armies formidable, able to respond to threats with precision and courage. Art told the story of faith, history, and society, immortalizing moments in gold and color.
The empire thrived as a crossroads of trade, connecting continents and cultures like no other city.
Military decisions shaped the destiny of the empire, balancing diplomacy with force to survive. Fortresses dotted the landscape, standing as symbols of strength and protection for generations.
Control of the seas ensured security, trade, and the projection of Byzantine power across the Mediterranean.
The empire's wealth fostered craftsmanship, blending beauty with practicality in everyday life.
Discipline, training, and morale were key to the survival of one of history's most resilient empires.
Ideas flourished even under pressure, as Byzantine thinkers shaped theology, science, and philosophy.
Constantinople's silhouette became an enduring symbol of power, faith, and human ambition.
Even as enemies approached, the empire's defenders held their ground, ready to face any threat.
Commerce and administration underpinned the empire, ensuring wealth and stability for centuries.
Faith united the people, guiding life, governance, and society, with rituals both grand and personal.
Through art, scholarship, and devotion, Byzantium's legacy endured, influencing the world long after its fall.
Even in decline, the empire's structures stood, monuments to human ingenuity and perseverance.